One of the most promising LLMs actually might come out of Google. They recently introduced Gemini Pro and Gemini Ultra. Ultra is not accessible yet. I think that will be accessible beginning of next year. Um, but what I could play around with Google AI Studio, and they have Gemini Pro and Gemini Pro Vision for the generation of images. I played it around. I mean, it's much better than actually um, Bard, which is based on Palm models. And honestly, I've tried it multiple times. It's not great. It's too generic. But here, I've actually, when I was playing around with Bard, it gave me more promises. So it's still in development. I believe like via API you can do actually even more stuff. But like here, at least like it's been more specific. So for example, I asked them about like technical and product details about LLM models at Google, how is it applied and how is it better than competitors. And it talked me about like architecture, about its specifically Google's architecture. One thing to note that actually even basically deep learning part, like LLM, actually originated from paper perspective from Google, and the founders of OpenAI actually worked at Google previously. So obviously, like Google has a lot of knowledge, and that's why I'm saying like they could be really like kind of these technologies could be pretty transformative in the industry as well. So as you can see, is that like in terms of like product details and applications, it is being very specific. So I liked it a lot more than Bard so far. So let's actually, if you are not familiar with Bard, I'm going to talk quickly about it as well. So from obviously, like it's much better than Google AI's UI UX, but like in terms of actually the answers, I'm not a big fan of it, honestly. Let's ask the same questions. I'm gonna actually test it out and see how actually it works here. So, oops, it works. Okay, so it generated. Okay, cancel. Okay, I mean this one is better, but I think their answer, like in the Gemini Pro, was for me actually more specific. So from my perspective, I think this is still what they have. It's more generic. For example, it was talking here about model size, architecture, pre-training, fine-tuning. And here it just gives some sort of like general answers, and that's why I hate actual Palm models. I mean, it's really like it's lagging behind. I think like even the other models, like which are from smaller startups, is much better. Like even open source ones. So yeah, I'm not gonna talk much about Bard. My verdict is that I see a big promise in Gemini Pro and Gemini Ultra. Obviously, like I believe like that will be integrated into Bard, and Bard will become also like paid one. So this is experimental version yet, and I believe like yeah, then we'll get much better prompt answers, replies, more context. It will be multimodal. Will not be playing just with the file, with the images, but also with the files. So I'm expecting that, and considering powerful Google search, I believe that will be like that will be really really great stuff. So waiting for that next year.